So welcome to another video. This week we're doing something a little bit different, and I thought I would take y'all through my beauty maintenance. So I'm just starting out with my nails, and the reason I do my nails first is so that it doesn't snag on my hair. So I'm just going to be buffing my nails and then doing a little bit of cuticle work. So I am using the Azure kit from Amazon, and I'll just be using the color 23 for my nails. It's important to stir the powder to make sure that there are no clumps and that you have a smooth application. Next, I'll be using the base, and this is mainly just to make sure that the powder adheres, starting at the top of my nail and bringing the brush down with thin but even strokes to make sure that I'll have a really nice even dip layer. I'm going at a 45-degree angle, and this is just so that it doesn't disturb the structure of the nail. So I'm just going to repeat this 3 times on each nail. Next, I'm applying the activator, and this is just to make sure that the nails harden up, and then I'll go ahead and begin filing the nails until they're nice and smooth, and then just finish with a top coat. And these are the final results for the dip powder nails. Next, I will be doing a really simple design. So I'm just doing a white French tip, and I am starting out drawing 2 2 vertical lines on the edges of my nails, and then I will do 1 line across the free edge or the tip of my nail, and then just make sure to connect them. And I actually got this tip from a different YouTuber. I love her content, and she does a really good job explaining both the education and the process behind doing different nail sets and like nail science. So I'll make sure to link her channel down below if I can. And one tip that I do have for doing your non-dominant hand is to keep the brush steady, but actually move your finger for the design. I found that this helps. So this is the final product of my nails, and next I'll be going on to my brows. So I'm just using a brown eyeliner to get the shape of my brows. As people say, they are sisters, not twins. So once I'm happy with the shape of them, then I will start tweezing them. And I do have to apologize. Unfortunately, I accidentally filmed the majority of the brow section in slow motion, but I still wanted to include the footage just in case there was anyone that was following along and the footage would be helpful to them. So this is the Just for Men beard dye, and I'm just mixing equal parts of both the dye and the activator and applying that to my eyebrows with a Q-tip, just following the shape that I already created. And I'm going to keep this on my eyebrows for about 7 minutes. And at the 3-minute mark, I'm actually going to wipe away the front of my brows, and that's so that it's not as heavy in the front as it is throughout the eyebrows, so that it has a more natural look. And these are the final results of my eyebrows. They were super simple, but I feel like they really make a difference, and they cut down on my time getting ready in the morning. And finally, I'm going to be doing a Flexi Rod tutorial on my hair. So I am using the same mousse as I've used previously, which is the Design Essentials mousse. So I'll make sure to tag that down below. And I'm just starting at the roots of my hair and making sure it's really taut. And I put the Flexi Rod behind the section that I'm doing and apply the mousse about halfway to 3/4 down the shaft of my hair, and this is just so that the full section of my hair does not revert by the time I get to actually twisting it. So I'll show you again on another section. So I'm just applying the mousse to about half to 3/4. And then I am putting the Flexi Rod behind that section, making sure that it's really smooth and tight. And then I will begin twisting my hair down the length of the rod. And then I will just finish the ends with the mousse and then bend the Flexi Rods in opposite areas just to make sure that it adheres to my head well. So after sitting under my hooded dryer for about an hour, Flexi Rods are ready to be taken down. So I will just be taking down the rods, making sure that they are fully dry. And as I'm taking out the rods, I'm just twisting in the opposite direction that I put the twists in to make sure that the curls coil upon themselves and they remain in their shape. So next, I'm just going to go ahead and start separating these curls. And if you saw that one Flexi Rod that was still drying, no you didn't. But I'm just gonna go ahead and start separating the curls in about 2 or 3 separations per curl and then just twisting it around my fingers. I didn't add any extra oil for some reason. I guess I just didn't feel like it, and I wasn't going to stretch my Flexi Rods since they already have enough length for me. So I'm just going to separate them, and then that will be the end of this hairstyle. So these are the final results of my Flexi Rod set. If you made it to the end of this video, please let me know in the comments what's your favorite way of wearing your hair, and thanks for watching.